Do you know what it's like to have a drink with a murderer? This is my true story. Summer vacation had finally arrived. My roommates and I planned a camping trip in the forest. The next morning, we drove straight to our destination. Our car was packed with all the camping gear we needed. When we arrived, the place was already filled with tents. Seeing the crowds everywhere, we had a quick discussion and decided to drive deeper into the woods. After driving for about half an hour, we finally found a perfect spot to set up camp. By the time we pitched our tents, the sun was already setting. We split into two groups to check the surrounding area before nightfall. Kevin and I teamed up and headed deeper into the forest. About 10 minutes later, we suddenly heard music coming from the distance. Both Kevin and I were surprised, so we decided to investigate where the music was coming from. Not long after, we spotted an RV. The music was coming from inside it. There was also a blanket lying beside the vehicle. Kevin loved getting free stuff, so he wanted to take the blanket back with us. Ignoring my warning, he walked toward it anyway.
When suddenly it jumped on him.
It turned out to be a little pug. Something about this place felt wrong, so I called Kevin and turned back. But just then, an old man suddenly stuck his head out of the RV window and called out to us. He quickly got out of the vehicle and walked over. Then he invited us in for a few drinks. I wanted to refuse, but Kevin signaled me to stay. In the end, we stepped inside the RV. The inside was a complete mess. The walls were covered with adult magazines of every kind. The butcher knife on the bed was the only thing that looked clean. After sharing a couple of beers with him, we got up to leave. But suddenly, the man grabbed my hand. Out of nowhere, he asked how many people were in our group. When I told him there were 4 of us, he suddenly started muttering to himself. His voice was low, but I could vaguely hear him saying that with 4 people, someone would probably escape. It still wasn't a sure thing. Hearing those words sent chills down my spine. We rushed back to the campsite before it got completely dark. That night, I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, his horrifying grin appeared in my mind. At daybreak the next morning, we drove straight home. About 2 months later, Kevin suddenly called me. He told me the man we had met in the forest that day had been arrested for murder.